Hi Flosstube, I'm Amy. I love toads and cross stitch. This is Flosstube 89 and it is December the 7th, 2022. I thought about not doing a Flosstube in December because there's so many Flossmas and whip parades going on that you might not have time to watch this Flosstube, but it'll be fine. Whatever. It's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it anyway. I've got my stockings hung and a hair in my face. Got my stockings hung, so that's my son's and that's my daughter's, and you'll see mine. I'm working on it. And my husband picked his out, so I'm kind of more motivated now to finish mine because I want to start my husband's. Okay, I have an FFO. So you saw that I finished this completely, well, the stitching, and I got my flower thread, and I wanted to show you the flower thread, so I brought it over. So it comes on this little spool right here. 700, I didn't have that one yet. So I stitched it on the top, and she's done. So that's my biscornist. This is the yellow warbler. Eggs are 1/1. That's Nellie. She's barking at birds. Hold on, she's barking at bird. Oh, there she goes. Okay. The bird's on the bird feeder. Crazy dog. If she does it again, I'll close the door. So you can see the couching. There's the bottom. And I brought all of them over. So here's my cardinal. Here's my chipping sparrow. Oh, she's going back to the door. I might have to close the door. And that's the hummingbird. So I got them all three now. They're so cute. Okay. So that's that. Okay, and this is in no order. So whatever comes up, I'll just show you. This is the full coverage I worked on. My hair is not going to stay out of my face. This is the full coverage I worked on the last 2-3 weeks, and I'll put pictures in of what it's going to look like and where I was. So this is Tender Moments by Artisy. Artist is Abraham Hunter. There is crazy confetti in this. Crazy confetti. So it takes a really long time. I didn't want to stop working on this, but it's time. So I pulled this out of my Q-snap and I went ahead and put my sharks back in there. So my sharks will be worked on next. This just sort of reminded me of December Christmas because I stitched the bears with Santa. So now these black bears remind me of Christmas. Okay, so that's my full coverage. That's 25 count, 1/1 full cross. This one, let me find the cover page, is my Long Dog the Pilgrim. And I got all of this done. And I started on those leaves right there. I'm stitching this on Chamomile Tea by R&R, 36 count. 1/1, and I'm using this DMC floss. There's all kinds of birds at my feeder. They're distracting me. 1/1 DMC with 3363. And let me scoot over because the Christmas lights hold it all the way back first. Here she is, and then I'll bring it closer. So I just have that left corner now to do. And the date. I haven't put the date. The date goes right there. So let me get up closer. So I worked on all that geometric. You might be able to hear those crazy birds out there. And then those leaves. Put this away. Have to put away as I go. Okay, so I participated in the Jingle Ball with the 12 designers, hosted by Stephanie Webb from Lindy Stitches, and I did a news start Friday and worked on it a little bit Friday night and then a little bit Saturday. So I went ahead and started a Kiss for Snowman. It's a Gold Collections Dimensions kit. I'm using everything in the kit, the floss and the fabric. It's an Aida. I am not sure what count it is, and I can't read that without my glasses. I think it might be smaller than a 14. It's 18. It's 18 count. And here she is. So her little hand, the little girl's hand, her mitten is coming out right here. And I'm thinking about changing the color. So yes, I have red on today to try to be festive. But I'm thinking of taking this pink and red out and changing her coat to green or blue. Green or blue. We'll see. I haven't stitched her hand yet because I haven't decided what to do yet. But I stitched that during the Jingle Ball, which was so much fun. Okay, next is my sampler, Sarah Elizabeth Brooke, 1842 by the Scarlet House. And I stitched all over on this sucker. So I finished a little bit more of this line, stitched more of that white, started the door, changed the color of the door. It's a yellow, and I changed it to more of a brown door. I started bringing this line over. So it's just, I worked all over the place. This is a 40 count. I think it's Light Exemplar. Yeah, Vintage Light Exemplar by Lakeside. And there we go. I think my needle minder's in the way. So yeah, I just brought over that bottom border. The door was this color, and I changed it to that color. And you can't tell, but there's like a creamy white on this sidewalk right there. Those words are 1/1, so I only do a little bit at a time. Also, I have a question. Okay, if anybody has stitched this or stitching this, the door, around the door is on the chart. It's charted to be the same color as around the windows. And I started it right there. I think it's called Walk the Plank. It's a belle soie. But on the cover photo, if I can get close enough, the door, around the door is stitched in the black. It's not called for the black. So I'm wondering, I kind of like it framed in the black though. So I'm not sure what to do. I don't know. Did you stitch it in the black if you have stitched this, or did you do the called for, like what's on the chart, and do it in walk the plank? Let me know. Okay, this is another new start. I've been wanting to start this for years. And in November, I always have this urge to stitch a turkey. So this year, the day before Thanksgiving, Wednesday, I was like, I'm just gonna pull it out, and then every November I will have a turkey to stitch. Not Forgotten Farm, Thomas. I finally started him. I'm using all the called for except one. So these little border doodads, this little sawtooth, I think it's charted for 310, and I changed it to Garden Gate by Gast. Let me see what this fabric is. This is Fog 36 count from Picture This Plus, and that is where I'm at. So these sawtooth border, it's not as dark as like what a 310 would be. And that's the start of his little turkey wings. So he went away, but now every November when I have this itching to start to stitch on a turkey, I have one. Okay, this one is by Cottage Garden Samplings. It's called Simplicity. I'm stitching this with Lisa. I changed out the fabric and the white. I made mine more of a brighter white, and this is Vintage Country Mocha 40 count. And I might need to get up a little closer. Let's see. That's where I'm at. So I think before I might have only had those 3 daisies. Oh, and it was so fun to stitch this green in. And I started on that goldfinch. So, yeah. Okay, here is my stocking. Dimensions, gold collection, using the fabric and the floss, but I'm changing the red out. Left the red cardinal, left the red berries, but anywhere like there's red here and red here, red there, I changed that to green and that to green. My name I put in brown. And I worked a lot on this. I believe I just had this itch to stitch on it because my husband picked out which stocking he wants me to do for him, and so it just made me want to work on this to get it done, but it's going to be a while. So here it is. It looks so good. So all the heel is done. Actually, everything is done to like here, even the back stitch. So this is all back stitched. Working on this, but it is not back stitched. I back stitched that and worked a lot in the middle of the bobble. Oh, isn't it gonna be so pretty hanging up there with that one? Hanging up there. Okay, so let me show you which one my husband picked. I have maybe four or five other stocking patterns, because I'll eventually do them for my kids, partners, and grandkids one day. So he picked this one. The dimensions Santa's truck stocking. And I warned him, I was like, you know, I'm gonna change the color of that truck. It's either gonna be gray or blue or green. And he said, that's okay, just add some rust to it. So when I stitch it and I change the color, I'm gonna add a little bit of rust spots. He's a metal fabricator, machinist, and restores old rusty Volkswagens, so he works with a lot of rust. So yeah, that one's next. So I'm excited. But, okay, let's see here. Next, I stitched 2 more butterflies on my butterfly collection by Carriage House. Which ones did I do? I did this one, and I think I did that one, which is 1/1. So a lot of these butterflies are 1/1, a lot. And this butterfly that I did at the bottom has specialty stitches. So this butterfly has eyelets, Igerian eyelets right there, there, and there, and that butterfly is 1/1. This is Corn Tassel by Legacy, and it's 37 count. Okay, last one. I worked more on my X's and O's, 12 Northern Days of Christmas. I am on 3 French hens. And here is a better picture of it. 3 French hens. I did change out some colors, only one, I think. So right here in this wing, how it's kind of brown and gray, it's charted. I don't know if you can even see that. It's charted to be purple, lavender, like a violet lavender. And so I changed it to grays and browns. This is 40 count alabaster. I'm not sure. I think it's just a Swigart. And there it is. So you can see it's more brown. I'll bring it in a minute. Okay, so I'll pull back and you can see how much more I've done. They're basically full coverage. Let's get that thread out of the way. Don't know. that's it. Okay, let me think. I have no purchases, except I have something coming in the mail from the Jingle Ball. I bought the exclusive ornament book, so that will be coming in the mail. Also, Luca S contacted me and wanted to send me a kit so I could try it out, and I'm so excited because I've been wanting to try a Luca S kit out. I have a bunch saved in my wish list, so I picked one and it's on its way, and they gave me a discount code, so I will show you that when it gets here. I'm really excited to start that and show you guys. The discount code is Amy10, so you can probably go to Luca S now and use Amy10, and I'll put that down in the drop box if you want 10% off a Luca S pattern or kit. Also, I forgot to draw, but Mackenzie, who shared a pattern from her Etsy shop, so she's a new designer, she has a new Etsy shop, Muddy Puppy Stitchery. She is giving away the Australian sampler, and I'm going to draw for that. I didn't do it before this video, but I will put the winner right here, and I will contact you through your comment. Email me, and I will email Mackenzie. I'm going to put her Etsy page below, so go check her out, and she'll probably be adding new designs. What else? What else? I think that's it. I always forget something, or I feel like I always forget something, but I think that's it. Okay, y'all go watch some Flossmas and whip parades, and I will see you later. Love you.